What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another GTA 5 online video. So guys, today we are checking out the triple cash mode of this week. This week we have triple money on the target assault races. Before we start with this video guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already yet. Make sure to turn on those notifications and also leave a like on this video guys. So if you want to launch it, go to job, play job, Rockstar create it, and then you go to target assault. You have 7 of them. The difference between all 7 of them is the type of car that you use and also the place on the map where you actually play it. So target assault races are actually races that you play with 2 people in the pre-game lobby. You guys can see it. You have a option preferred partner. So if you're playing with a friend, you have to select your friend. Then you also have preferred role, so driver or gunner. And then you also have the standard race options, so catch-up, slipstream, custom vehicles, wanted level maybe, traffic, all of that. You can also put it on non-contact, but I wouldn't because non-contact is not that fun in my opinion. I like actually smashing the other cars a little bit, not too much of course. And the number of laps of course. Normally it's on 2. If you want a longer race you can put it on more. If you have a longer race you will also get more money in the end as well. So as you guys can see, you have 2 people in one car, the gunner and the driver. Each lap, the role of the gunner and the driver actually switches around as well. So if you're the driver the first lap, then the second lap, after you go through the finish, you will actually be the gunner. So don't worry if you're the driver and you want to be the gunner or the other way around, because it switches every lap anyway. So in this race, it's actually not the first person to finish that wins the race. It's actually the team with the highest score that wins the race. So on the bottom right of the screen you guys can see it. You have the top 3 of teams with the highest score, then you have your own score, and then you also have your position in the race. So the way you can earn score, basically your gunner has to shoot these targets on the side. So you guys can see you have all these targets on the sides. You have smaller ones, you have bigger ones. The smaller ones give you more score of course because they're harder to hit, and the larger ones give you less. Also if they are in a difficult position they will also give you harder score. So it's not only the size, it's just basically the difficulty of hitting the target. Now another way to earn score is actually by going through a checkpoint in the top 3, because if you go through a checkpoint in the top 3 you also get a bonus score. This is logical of course, because if it was only like shooting the targets, then no one would actually try to get in the top 3 and everyone would just focus on shooting the targets. So over here an example, we just went through the finished our lap. The guy that I was playing with was kind of surprised, but now I switched to the gunner. He is now the driver, so now I have to shoot the targets and he has to drive of course. So as you guys can see, larger targets give you less points. The green ones usually give you 1 or 2 or maybe 3 depending on their position, and then the smaller ones, the red ones, usually give you between 7 and 9 I think, depending on where they're placed. So as I said, it's not only shooting the targets of course, it's also doing good in the race, because if you finish first you get a bonus of course. If you go through a checkpoint first you also get a bigger bonus than if you would go through a checkpoint second. But the targets is also very important. So if you have a bad gunner you will have a disadvantage. If you have a bad driver you will have a disadvantage. So it's really a teamwork, team play. Over here I was actually in the first position, you guys can see it bottom right, but I didn't have the highest score. I showed you guys this clip just to prove that to you guys, that even if you finish first you don't necessarily actually win the race. You guys can see it, you finished 3rd. Obviously I was first though, but it was all about the score. So getting the score is a combination of the targets and also yeah, doing good in the race. I got 8k for 3 minutes 44 seconds. The first place got around 20k. Usually if you have 2 laps it will be 20k for the winner, but it will only take like 4 minutes. So 20k in 4 minutes if you win. Now you guys know it, with races it really depends on the position that you get. I wouldn't necessarily play this to earn money. You get some good money of course if you win as well, but it's also very fun, especially if you have like a friend to play it with. It can be very fun, but also if you win a lot you also get good money of course. So over here all the rewards for the top 4. The other target assault races, basically another map, another car, but the principle is the same. And then there's one more thing that I wanted to show you guys. The same map again, but this is actually a glitch that you have on all the target assault modes. It's basically when you go to the finish, when you finish your first lap and you want to start to your second lap, and you basically have to switch roles. There is this glitch where you just fall through the map basically. On the minimap you guys can also see that everyone has this. So basically it's just a very weird glitch. If you want to leave, you can just press options and then find a new session, or you can just wait a little bit and then GTA just stops it itself. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I actually had this glitch a lot today. Like 50% of the races that I played were like this. It just kicked me after the first lap, so I didn't get my rewards for like half the races that I played. And the funny thing about it is that when you get back to your lobby, you're actually invisible. So over here I just equipped a gun, and as you guys can see, it's just a floating gun. If you want to fix this, you can just get in a car and then you will go back to visible. But yeah, I think it's pretty funny. Maybe you can mess around with some people this way. That was it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and peace out, you guys.